Hello everyone. In light of the Pick 10 system unfortunately coming to Call of Duty Online, as well as the perks being redone to be more like Black Ops 2, I wanted to make this video to show why Pick 10 is actually the worst thing that could happen to Call of Duty Online. For starters, well yes, your typical class is about 10 points, which is where I suspect the number came from. In this game, with the sheer volume of items you can have or use, Pick 10 is actually going to be very detrimental to this game. And there's going to be a lot of classes that you simply won't be able to make anymore. Let's start off with a good example of this. The class I use for Deathmarch, otherwise known as Godzilla PvE, for this mode, I use dual LMGs with 2 attachments each. The perks I use are Sleight of Hand, Overkill, and Blast Shield. Now with this Pick 10 system, I'm going to try to recreate this class, and I'm going to come up very short, as you can see. I'm only going to get 1 attachment on both my guns, thanks to this wildcard bullshit, and the fact they're now lowering the grenade count to only 1 unless you use more wildcards. I'm forced to use 2 wildcards. First, one being Danger Close to give me 2 grenades, and the second, Overkill wildcard in order to use 2 primary weapons. Now with just this, I've already used 8 of the 10 points I'm allotted. So I either have to use no attachments and get 2 perks, or I have to sacrifice all my perks for 1 attachment on each gun. You can't even get 2 attachments on each unless you use a third wildcard, the secondary gunfighter wildcard. And even then it won't do you any good because you'll be out of pick points. And unless you want your attachments to be a fast mag in order to reload fast, this class is now self-defeating because you're really going to get fucked trying to reload dual LMGs without Sleight of Hand, since Tencent/Raven are so genius to copy Black Ops 2 exactly and delete this useful perk. Besides their brilliant idea that fast mags and extended mags can't be used together, and since extended mags is one of my favorite attachments for PvE due to the fact that ammo costs ridiculous poker cards instead of points like in every other game. However, in Black Ops 2, you can combine FMJ, fast mags, extended mags, but in this game considers it too OP, so they disable those combinations. What about using a shotgun for secondary, or an assault rifle or something? I've tried that. It doesn't pack the same punch as 2 LMGs. So as I've just demonstrated, you can't even make this same class. It would simply require too many pick points. It's even worse if you do this example but with 2 primary weapons that take 3 attachments. Let's say a theoretical maximum for the current system is 15 points. 2 weapons, both with 3 attachments, that's already 8 points. 3 perks makes it 11. 2 lethal grenades, 2 flash, stun, or nova gas equal 15. So your maximum PvE is 15. Your maximum in PvP is about 14 depending on the game mode. Some game modes give you 2 flash or stun, some give 1. In addition to more perks being turned into attachments, such as the removal of the following perks for that genius idea to be exactly like Black Ops 2, whatever happened to this being the best of game, where they only put the best things from each game? Nope, fuck that. Let's make it exactly like Black Ops 2. Perks getting removed or replaced. Quick Draw with a handle attachment. Stalker with the adjustable stock attachment. Sniper Hold Breath will not be replaced with any sort of attachment. Sleight of Hand with fast mags attachment. Steady Aim with a laser attachment. And Overkill with the wildcard gunfighter. But yeah, these are now attachments. Not only does that waste a perk point on your class, it limits the ability to only be used on 1 gun. Let's say you drop the gun and pick up another gun, you will lose those abilities. It's really fucking stupid. Turning perks into attachments is really fucking stupid. I want to also add the attachment effect is less than the perk is. Quick Draw perk allows you to ADS or scope in much faster than Quick Draw handle does. Steady Aim is 35% greater accuracy. I believe the laser gives something much smaller, maybe not even 5% more accuracy. Maybe they're concerned with people stacking, like let's say Quick Draw handle and laser attachments along with the Quick Draw and Steady Aim perks. Well, the solution there is to simply cut the attachments. But hey, Raven is a genius. Let's cut the better perks instead and leave the crappy attachments. I also haven't even gotten into how fucking stupid it is to cut up Blind Eye into 3 different perks, 2 of which are now on the same tier. Not to mention the genius Ghost perk that only protects you from UAVs while moving. Isn't that the time you want to be protected from UAVs, when you're not moving? But hey, it's in Black Ops 2, therefore it must be better. There are also going to be too many perks now that are in the same tier. What's that? You can use that wildcard crap to get 2 perks in the same tier? Yeah, well, that's the problem with wildcard, is they take up a perk point. So how exactly is this Pick 10 system giving us more freedom if we have to give up things in order to get more? I don't see how playing without grenades or playing without a pistol or putting no attachments on your gun is giving us more freedom to pick one additional perk. This is just fucking bullshit. Anyone who thinks this system is improvement over the current class system doesn't know what they're talking about. And since this is from Tencent, the wildcards, like your grenades, are all temp bullshit for GP or CP. They don't even give you the option to buy this permanently. So if you're not someone who plays all the time with a bazillion GP, then you're going to get fucked because you won't be able to afford to rent this crap. Not that I'd be using anyway. On to PvP classes. Before you could use Lightweight, Marathon, and Ninja, a really good stealth class. After this update, you won't be able to do that anymore since now, brilliantly, Marathon and Ninja, which for some reason is being renamed to Dead Silence, are going to be in the same tier. There's also the issue of now a lot of perks are being split up, Blind Eye, as already mentioned, being one of them. Before, Ninja protected you from heartbeat sensors, thermal scopes, and had silent footsteps. Now it's changed to silent footsteps and silent takedown, which with the rest going to cold-blooded. Before, toughness in CODOL was less flinching while shot, vault objects faster, and allowing you to throw equipment more rapidly. This is also now 3 perks, because toughness is only less flinching, while shot, dexterity is faster vaulting, and fast hands to throw equipment faster. Tactical Mask becoming a blue perk instead of a red perk, and it being a noob perk that new players get for free is just going too far. Some people will sit there and go, well, you need protection from grenades or flashes. I think they need to stop catering to the lowest common denominator and stop encouraging noob playstyles. This shit like Tactical Mask, Blast Shield, the trophy system, and the weak explosives, all it does is to help and encourage people to play like fucking noobs and to camp. Oh, also before the red perk, Silent Takedown, was no team death skulls on enemy HUD, louder enemy movement, and immunity to counter UAVs. This is now being split into a fraction of the new Dead Silence, Awareness, useless, and Cold-Blooded. The worst offender of all this is the fact they cut the old Engineer perk. This perk really was your best friend in objective modes. It allowed you to capture objectives faster, including planting and defusing bombs faster, and it delayed explosives by 2 seconds. It also allowed you to hack enemy equipment and reset the fuses on throwing back grenades. The new Engineer does almost none of that. The new Engineer perk is basically set rep and explosives delay, and it no longer captures objectives faster, nor hacks anything. Now you must carry a fucking black hat PDA to hack shit, which is disposable. Genius. $1,000 PDA that can only hack one piece of equipment to be fair? Fair to whom? The person who has to give up their tactical equipment to carry it? Single use is fucking stupid. It's so useless. Some will go there and say this system allows players to use 3 attachments on their main gun without having to buy a paid gun, and play without grenades. It's not fucking worth it, and all it does is just kill innovation. You'll be sitting there going, can I afford another attachment? Nope. In this game, with so many weapons, attachments, and pieces of equipment, Pick 10 is ill-suited at best and a total disaster at worst. Now, if they had been smart and done something like, let's say, Pick 12, and not had any wildcards, and kept the old perks, then I would say it would be fine. I don't see a goddamn reason why they can't just add a few new perks and call it done instead of cutting almost all the old perks. And before you could make a class with Hardline, Blind Eye, and Blast Shield. Now all 3 of those perks are in the same tier. So, this is why Pick 10 is fucking terrible. And it's the worst thing to happen to CODOL since Black Ops 2 style weaponry update fiasco from a year ago. Yeah, Black Ops 2 style weapons in game with Modern Warfare maps is so fucking balanced. All guns that do 40 damage except for the AK-47 drop down to 33 after 10 fucking feet. Not to mention broken shit like the MK-14 that has 0 recoil and can be fired at 1200 plus RPM by rapid fire scripts. Or the new ACR that shoots slow and has low damage. Oh, and getting rid of the 50-point damage headshots. But I suppose that's another video for another day.